Leading the Whitewater Valley into the future of how you get news. The best coverage in the Whitewater Valley from the best news source. Kicks 96 and WHON Video News with Jeff Lane.
How many lives are saved thanks to our digital mammography, detecting breast cancer in its earliest and most treatable stages?
More than you know.
More than you know is closer than you think. Reed Hospital and Healthcare Services.
Welcome to Kicks 96 and WHON Video News for Tuesday, May the 27th. I'm Jeff Lane. Several hundred people gathered for Memorial Day ceremonies all across the Whitewater Valley yesterday, including in Richmond, where over 100 were at a service at the Freedom Fountain. It was a ceremony that was dedicated to Jonathan Lahman of Richmond. The Army Corporal was killed last December in Iraq. Other services took place in Connorsville, Brookville, and in Greenville. But Memorial Day took a sour turn in Newcastle, where the grave markers of several veterans were discovered stolen at South Mound Cemetery. Police right now are surmising that the bronze plaques were pried off of stones and then sold for scrap metal. Each marker would have gotten the thieves about $25. The plaques are issued by the federal government. Efforts are currently underway to get them replaced. School boards at both Richmond and at Centerville meet tomorrow night. Richmond's school board will consider a policy that will tie student standardized test scores directly to the board's own compensation. Both ISTEP results and 2009 graduation rates would be determining factors. That meeting begins at 6:30 in the administration building. Also tomorrow night, the Centerville School Board will get an update from Superintendent Phil Stevenson about the realignment of the town's 2 elementary schools. Rose Hamilton would hold kindergarten through grade 2 students, while Centerville Elementary would get grades 3 through 6. That meeting begins at 7 o'clock. 3 Missouri teens led several police agencies on a wild weekend chase on I-70. It began when an Indiana State Police trooper tried to stop a van for a seatbelt violation on State Route 3 near I-70 in Henry County. The van was occupied by an 18 and a 15-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl. They fled on 70 at speeds that topped 110 miles an hour. They even went through a rest area doing 85. They were caught after bailing out and running through a farm field. One was an escapee from a Missouri juvenile detention center. The van had been stolen. And what has become an uptown Oxford eyesore will remain that way a little longer. The old Wendy's building at the corner of Main and High is covered mostly with a large blue tarp after fire damaged the building a couple years ago. Last week, Oxford's Board of Zoning Appeals unanimously denied a variance request for the property due to setback issues. After the denial, the development company's president said the property is not marketable if it's held to current restrictions, and that it will likely stay the way it is now for the next couple of years. Plans had called for a 3-story building with ground-level retail and upstairs apartments. This has been Kicks 96 and WHON Video News. I'm Jeff Lane. Have a great day.
Leading the Whitewater Valley into the future of how you get news. The best coverage in the Whitewater Valley from the best news source. Kicks 96 and WHON Video News with Jeff Lane.